Hey guys, what's up, how's it going? Welcome back for another video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing you guys a quick little update for the New Year's of our Canadian dividend-based stock portfolio on Wealthsimple Trade. So it's been a little while since I've done an update on this channel, so I figured it'd be a good time to do one to start off the new year. So in today's video, I'll do a quick little overview of all of our accounts. I'll show you guys how our stocks and our portfolios performed over the past little while, and I'll give you guys an update on dividends and all those things that we normally talk about inside these videos. Before we go any further in the video, I just want to do a quick little mention. If you guys want to support the channel, there is a link to Wealthsimple Trade. You guys can download the app, sign up, and if you guys use my referral code and you guys make a deposit inside your account, you'll get $25 and I'll get $25 as well. So it's a nice little way to support the channel and give you guys a nice little free gift there if you guys want to get started and you haven't started investing yet. I also want to mention that I am a big user of an app called Blossom Social. On Blossom Social, you guys can see my portfolio. You can see all my holdings. You can dive into my portfolio. You can also see I do post a lot of things on there, and there's a lot of cool people inside the community posting all kinds of amazing things on Blossom. So definitely check out the app. You guys can download it for free if you guys have never heard of it. And once again, links are in the description of this video if you guys want to check those out. So let's get started. Let's get inside the video and let's see how our portfolio has been doing. Hey guys, what's up, how's it going? In this part of the video, we're going to be doing a quick little overview of our Wealthsimple Trade accounts. We'll go over our holdings and I'll go over the 3 accounts that we have on the platform so far and give you guys a quick little update on how our stocks have been performing. So we have $124,000 inside all of our accounts on Wealthsimple Trade. A bit of a jump up since I did the last video, since I did do the last video quite a while back. We have 3 accounts here. We have the personal account, the non-registered account, which is about $7,000. Our RSP, our retirement account, which is about $1,200. And then we have our big old TFSA that has about $116,000. And we'll be covering these really quickly. So let's take a quick little peek at the TFSA. This is the biggest account. It is January 2nd, so good day to start off the new year. Looks like not too much is happening right now with a little bit of a dip in the markets. But all things considered, the 1 week return is trading in pretty flat. 1 month return is up 2%, so we did see quite a bit of growth inside the TFSA over the past month, over the Christmas holidays, specifically in the Canadian markets. And the 3 month return is up 9%, so quite a big rally towards the end of the year. I'm not too sure if everybody was expecting that, but we did see a nice little jump up, so that's about $10,000 there. And 1 year return is up 16%, so that's a nice little jump. And then if we go all time, the TFSA is up 22%, so it's doing quite well. Again, just consistently growing on its own. And then we have the other 2 accounts here. Now, the goal for today's video is to actually take the non-registered account, which is the personal account, and transfer it inside the TFSA. So we have our new contribution room for the year. So we each get $7,000 to put inside our TFSAs. So this personal account pretty much is that right there. So I'll take this extra leftover money. And I'll be selling all the stocks inside the personal account today. So if you guys are on Blossom and you guys are seeing me sell a bunch of stocks, I'm not selling my positions. My entire positions is just going to be the positions in my personal account. So it'll just be these small holdings here, and then we'll sell them, wait for them to sell, and then once you get the money, we'll take it and we'll transfer it inside the TFSA and then just put it inside our TFSA and our different stocks there. So that'll be the goal for today, basically. So we're not going to be buying too much. I do have some money inside, I believe, my TFSA. So we'll take a quick little peek here. We got some money inside of our TFSAs. So what I'll probably do today is put some money into whatever here. I'll just look up at allocations and kind of see what I want to put some money in. But nonetheless, that's the goal for today's video. So nothing too much going on. And before we do finish up the video, I'll give you guys an update on the dividend income for the month. And I'll give you guys an update on the total return for all the stocks that we have inside all of our portfolios. So here's a quick little overview of all of our accounts that we have here. I'm going to be using my favorite tool, Passive, to kind of basically show you guys the different stocks that we have. So in total, all of our accounts that we have, that's me and my fiance, we have $150,000. So we did see, like I mentioned, quite a bit of a jump up over the past couple months or so. We haven't really put too much into the markets. We can look at our contributions towards the end of the year. I kind of took some time off. It wasn't working too much, and we just kind of took it easy. So starting at the start of the new year, we're going to kind of work hard again next year to kind of work back up to saving money, putting money in, and growing the accounts. So we basically just kind of had last couple months kind of just did some different things. We spent some time with family and just kind of took it easy. But here's the different accounts that we have. So we have my personal account, which I showed you guys. We'll be putting that inside my TFSA at the start of the new year. We have my own TFSA and then my fiance's TFSA that we're working at growing here, and then my RRSP. So those all added up together be $150,000. Let's take a quick little peek at the report year to date so we can see how our stocks have done. I'm going to select them. Actually, it's going to be a 1 year return because year to date would be 2024. So if you pick year to date, it's not going to show us any information. Only information for the past 2 days. There won't be anything in there to show. So here's some information on how we've been growing our accounts and how they've been performing since the start of 2023. Here I selected January 1st of 2023 all the way to the end to December 31st. And as you guys already showed you guys, our contributions and withdrawals here. So we put in net $11,000. That includes our withdrawals minus our our deposits minus our withdrawals. So sorry guys, I'm still kind of waking up this morning. But yeah, we put in $24,000 in contributions, but we took out $13,000. Most of that to pay for taxes and some other things. Our contribution streak is 12 out of 12 months, so we hit every single month we put something in, and it ends up being a monthly average about $900 to $1,000, and that's kind of what we're looking for. That's kind of been our goal with the accounts for the last while. Also, keep in mind that the contributions and withdrawals, I did move some money around inside my account. So if I took money out and then put it into another account, that probably I think is reflected there too. So seems like a really high number in terms of contributions, but some of that is the withdrawals, so just kind of keep that in mind. Next thing we have here is the net change inside our portfolio. So net change of $32,000 in total across all of our portfolios. So that would include a rate of return of 17%, and about 21% of that, $21,000 of that is investment growth. So the rest is our deposits. So if we take $11,000 plus our investment growth of $21,000, we get $32,000 change. So it's a pretty good year in the markets overall, all things considered. So if you scroll down here, we can see the different dividends that we got for the year. Our average monthly dividend was $418, so hit about $400 a month. We can see each individual month here on passive. So January 2023, we hit $560, and then at the end of the year, we hit $367. But keep in mind, it does depend on the quarterly payments. I think January is always a big month at the start of the year, but we can see there's been a pretty consistent growth. We can see the different dividends from all the different stocks as well. So quite a bit of different dividends going on here, but the big ones are going to be the ETFs, the big holdings, and then the covered calls, of course. And our total dividend income, I don't know if you guys can see this number here because it's not letting me scroll down anymore, but it was about $5,000 for the year. And the other thing I want to look at quickly is going to be the all-time return, because I want to kind of compare the dividend history over the past couple of years. So in January 2020, when we first started this portfolio, we made $152 in dividends. January 2021, $1,371, and 2022, $3,239, and then 2023, $5,000. So it's been a pretty consistent growth. And again, this is just us putting our money into the markets, buying a few individual stocks, and kind of keeping it pretty simple. So that's just a quick little update all time, and that's a quick little update on the year-to-date return of most of the most important things inside of a portfolio. So I'm going to use Wealthsimple really quickly to give you guys a quick little deep dive into the individual total return of all of our stocks inside our portfolios. So this is all of our stocks averaged across all of our portfolios. This includes all of them just kind of combined together. It takes all the average prices, the income, the returns, and kind of averages out. So it's a really cool tool to see the overall performance of your entire portfolio with each individual stock. So I could do it on Wealthsimple Trade, but it doesn't show everything individually, and it doesn't show all the portfolios combined together for individual stocks. So this is a great tool if you guys want to see your entire portfolio, and especially if you have multiple different accounts here. So we'll start off with VFE. It's going to be the first stock we're going to talk about. That's the Vanguard S&P 500 that I hold. That's the biggest stock that I use to buy US companies. We have an all-time return. So this percentage right here is going to be our all-time return. And this all-time return is going to be a combination of the growth of the stock, which is 14%, plus the income. So we can see the income here, which is $1,774. The total return is $11,000, which equal about 17%. So it's been doing pretty good. And the two big ETFs that I have are going to be, sorry guys, I'm a little bit sick here today, a little bit congested this morning. But we have VFE and VDY. So VDY is going to be our Canadian fund. That's about 19.86%, about 20%. And this is a much more dividend focused stock. So we have 8.82% in terms of stock growth, but if we combine the dividend yield, we get 19, almost 20%. So the Canadian markets have kind of jumped up quite a bit recently. If you guys have been watching over the past month or two, we've seen a bit of a jump up, nothing too crazy. Still hasn't performed. The US markets definitely outperformed the Canadian markets last year, but we did see a bit of a jump up. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen for 2024. If we're going to see the Canadian markets keep jumping up, or if we're going to kind of see it just either stay flatlined or go down even. We'll have to wait and see. Next stock we have is HYLD. This is our covered call ETFs. This is our US based one. So I'm up 8.57%, down minus 4% in terms of growth, but we have those dividends keep growing and whatnot. So we'll get that distribution soon, and then I'll bump it up. TD we have are one of our bigger Canadian individual stocks, up 18%. The banks have recovered quite a bit. Couche-Tard has been doing pretty good, up 46%. CNR had a nice little recovery. And then we have TELUS and AQN. I will be selling a big chunk of AQN when I sell my personal account. And then I'm probably going to be selling some stocks inside my TFSA maybe next week or the week after. I'll do a video updating that, and AQN will probably be one of those stocks. I think I'm ready to get rid of it and just move on and put it into better companies. So I'll do a video talking about that if that ends up happening. And then we have HDIV, which is another covered call ETF that's done pretty well. FTN has done quite well. We've seen a nice little recovery from the split share corp, especially as the financials have gone up. So I've kind of been experimenting small holdings inside my portfolio of these different covered calls and split share funds. And I'm going to share my thoughts on these in another future video, but they've been doing okay. But I do believe if you want passive income, they can help. But there are some things you have to be aware of. And, typically speaking, they're going to have a lower return than a growth-based fund, but they do have their purposes, and I think there's certain ways you can use them, and I'm going to talk about that in a future video. So stay tuned for that. We have Fortis, which is doing good. XEI, which is one of our ETFs we bought a while back. I was using my covered call income to buy it, and finally has actually done pretty well because we've seen the Canadian markets kind of recover there, so it's doing okay. POW doing good, CNQ, and then Dollarama, and then Canadian Tire also a little bit down. But nonetheless, our portfolio is doing good. As I showed you guys, the portfolio is up quite a bit all time, and it's performing pretty well. So quick little overview of the total return of our accounts. And like I always like to mention, make sure you look at the total return, not just the stock growth, because if you have a dividend-based stock or a dividend growth stock, or you've kind of grown that dividend growth over time through years of keeping invested in a good quality company, it's important to reflect that inside the total return of your portfolio. Alright guys, that's it for today's video, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I mentioned, the main focus here was just to kind of sell some stocks inside of a personal account to basically get some money free to put inside the TFSA. So in the next video, next week, I'm going to try to commit to doing a video on a weekly basis to start off the new year, since I do have some more free time now to do stuff, so you guys can expect more updates and more videos. But in the next video, I'll probably be selling some more stocks. I want to trim back some of my positions inside the TFSA, and I want to focus on some other things. So once again, I'll talk about that in the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. If you guys have any comments or anything like that, be sure to let me know in the comment section of the video, and I'll try to get back to you guys as quickly as possible. Hope you guys are having a good Christmas. Hope you guys have good holidays. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you guys later.